So as for the frame, it's a chromoly steel frame, and it is very, very, very durable and lightweight at the same time. And it's not that prone to rust, but what we want to do is eliminate that. We want to eliminate rust overall. So what we can do actually, so for example, if you go out for a wet ride and all, make sure to always wipe it down, make sure it's always clean. At most, maybe after a wet ride, take out your seat post, make sure everything inside also is clean. We just don't want to stand any chance of rust at all. And if you want to keep your bike clean and proper, you can use any kind of cleaning foam over here that we have, which is pretty much, you can just spray onto a rag and then just wipe it clean. And other than that, for the frame, maintenance-wise, that will do just fine. As for next would be the hinges over here.
Maybe before we go there, someone has a very good question, Shafiq Yassin. So let's show them on cam 2. How do we use the air pump that came with the bike?
Oh yes, very good question. Very sorry. So all the Royales will come with an air pump on the side over here. It's located right here actually on all of your Royales. Right here, just take it out over here. So this is a Schroeder pump. There's quite a few different variations of tire tubes. There's Presta, there's Schroeder, and there's Dunlop. So this is Schroeder. What you want to do first, so pump over here. So take that out, put it aside. So right here, take off the cap, and now it's not locked at all. When we lock, when it's inside over here, inside the valve, we lock it over here. So what we can show right here, you can see clearly, it's inside the tube. You can hear the air coming out, so we want to lock it. Okay, now we lock. And once it's locked, we can start to pump air into the tire. And once you're done, finished, unlock and take it out. Very easy. And then just close it. Put it back into the compartment that came with the bicycle. Very easy. This is an excellent, very excellent go-to emergency pump in the event you need it while riding. And it just fits right to the back of your bike, and you just close that valve over here and you're good to go. So that's how you use the pump that comes with the Royales. Yeah. So hopefully that answers the question. Thank you, Shafiq. Okay. And moving on, there's no further questions. I will just talk about the hinges. There's quite a number of customers that actually comes and talk and just actually complains about hinges being too stiff, and the foldable function is just not comfortable at all because it takes so much effort and time for them to fold the bike actually. So what we can do, if your hinges are stiff, very, very stiff indeed, like I don't have a good example here, but what you can do is use penetrative aerosol or lubricant and apply it to the hinge right here. So you can just give it, so what I have here actually is just long-term corrosion inhibitor. All you can do is just apply it into the frame over here. It's a bit over here, and use a rag to clean it off. Just right there, right there. And if your locking system over here is very stiff at the same time, you can't seem to get it out, just a little bit over here in the crack. And when you want to unlock your bike again, it'll be very smooth, very smooth. And then you can just bring it down. Okay, that's it for the hinges. And as for another issue that some of you all, it's more of a configuration issue. It's this handlebar here is too low for some of you all. You all don't really fancy something like this. Okay, if you can see it here. This is the M-bar variation. Some of you all find that the hand positioning over here is too in front, okay? So what you want to do sometimes, some of you all request to have it a bit back. So you can actually do it, it's very easy at home. All it requires is a size 5 Allen key. So I'll take one for you all now. What you can do with the Allen key is just chuck it in on this end. Yeah. and just loosen it. Okay. Sorry, there we go.
Those of you guys that didn't catch it, this is just a size 5 Allen key, correct, Nick?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can use this to adjust your handlebar because some people are not used to how straight down it is, but there is a limit which Nick will show with them. Yeah.
Okay, so after the adjustment, you can just put it down to whatever variation that you would like, and after that, you just lock it back in. So now it's more like a city bike kind of feel over here. Very much more comfortable for some of y'all. And yeah, so you can see the angle of the slant is more nearly 45 degrees as compared to a 90 initially. So this is it after, and before it was like this, something like that. Yeah. So this is just for your general comfort when you're riding the bike. And this bike does come in 2 variations according to the ride style of your choice. The M variation, the M bar right here that we have, is more for more leisure, more comfortable ride feel. And we have a S bar, which is more like a T bar, in fact. And it's more for sporty and very more aggressive kind of ride feel. So, oh yes, last issue also is regarding the back wheels. The back wheels that we have when you'll fold the bike and let it stand on its own. So, as you can see over here, as the back wheels, when you fold the bike fully and it's on the ground and it is in its fully folded form, and you find that it's too shaky, and when it's too shaky, it can just fall over on its own. What that means technically is that there's a loose wheel over here, and you can just tighten it back with an Allen key, or if it's already rounded, what you can do is just bring it down to our technicians to get it fixed if it's beyond repair on your end. And that would pretty much conclude my Royale GT maintenance crash course for this episode. And overall, this bike does not need that much maintenance because it is a very solid bike. Internal gear hubs, very easy to maintain, mainly just your chains, your brakes, and just keep an eye on your tires at the same time. Okay, so overall, thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any further questions, please do ask, and also just leave suggestions on how things can be improved and what you all would like to learn overall. And thank you very much, and I'll ask Bobby to come back right now to save me.